There we go.
All right.
Well,
yeah, I was running kind of ragged today. A lot of anxiety with this video, making a video this week.
yeah, I saw that you guys had some kind of call outs to some for some extras and stuff like that. What's going on? What's the latest here?
Well,
Everything going good?
Yeah, that's kind of a small part of it. Well, actually, we'll need that on Sunday. Need the extras for the party scene, but there's I can't without giving it away. There's like a whole scripted, thing that's storyboard and everything like that, plus the performance. And then there's a theme. I guess you would call it a storyboard script, where there's characters and costumes and all kinds of stuff, and it's big, huge light show, huge stage, full performance, and you'll see it when it'll make sense when you. But yeah, we needed some extras for the party scene on Sunday. Besides just the local gang that I can get together, and with the COVID and everything, it's a little tricky getting people out. But Mancow, you ever heard of Mancow?
Oh yeah.
He announced that he's making a cameo in it, and he announced the video that we need people for Sunday. And so they go to my website and click on the link, and I guess you can send your headshot or whatever, and they'll pick people for the party scene. But I don't even know why they would make them go through all that. Just want to come down, just come on down.
Well, we want to get some of the some of the better looking ladies from the Chicagoland area, I'm assuming, which they all are, so it should be no problem. You got all 10s.
What would they want to do with me?
Dude, well, this has been such a crazy time, but every artist that I talk to winds up talking about how, hey, the silver lining in all this is a lot more chance to be productive. You've been the same way. The single is Party Time, and we can't wait to hear it coming up here next month. Do you kind of attribute this time off to that really everything's on the shelf, so that you've been more productive because of COVID and stuff like that? Is it as simple as that?
Well, I was just getting ready to, I was getting my band rehearsed and stuff, getting ready to go out and start doing live shows to support the Beautiful Things record, and so that didn't happen, and so ultimately I ended up releasing. I got a 40. I said, we'll release some singles. Started with you make a 45 record. We started with Party Time was going to be the original, but then I was like, no, it's not Party Time right now. It's with the COVID and the lockdown. So I went with the flip side, which was All My Favorite Things, which did fit for the time, but just didn't feel any help from label or anything like that. It was almost like it didn't exist. So I bought to start off, Chip and I, the Enough's Enough, we just did a licensing deal with a pretty good sized label where they bought up all the Enough's Enough records, and so we're all under one roof. So they're gonna doing the same thing with my solo catalog. So I bought my record Beautiful Things, bought it out, and this single out of the label before we are making this video and stuff. And I bought out whatever they printed up, and I didn't have a contract for this single. And with the Beautiful Things record, I'd already recouped and everything, so I bought them out of that one and went around and bought all my other records back with the money that I got from the catalog deal. And so, we'll see what happens with it. But as far as productivity, yeah, I've done some a little bit more writing and but mostly a lot of business things like that, and just living a little bit of the normal life and things that need to get done around here, and working on my studio and different things going on. And it hasn't really affected me too much. I wasn't doing much anyway, except writing and recording.
It's good to hear that. I mean, one of the songs you came out with a couple months ago was All My Favorite Things. And it's funny, it kind of summed up my thoughts on everything, because basically the song's about losing all of your favorite things.
I'm having a bad connection here for some reason, but I was in the hospital last year, a year and a half ago, for my pancreas went on me, and I was in there for about a month and a half. When I got out, it was basically, if you want to live, you got to knock this out, you got to knock this out. No, can't eat this, you can't eat any of that, can't do this, you can't do that. And I was like, I hung with that for a few weeks, and then I couldn't take it. I was like, I'll take my chances and live some sort of life, because I'm clean now. I don't drink and I don't do drugs, and now I get to take food too. I'm not out, not out banging chicks. I'm not out doing partying or anything like that. So now I'm going to take the few things that I still got left as food. You know what I mean? So I said, fuck that, and still smoking my cigarettes, and I'm okay. Everything was okay, but that was where the song was inspired from. And when the pandemic hit, it was just coincidentally it seemed to be able to apply to everybody,
Well, I think it's unfortunate that you didn't get to tour on the last record, man, because Beautiful Things is absolutely tremendous in so many ways. It's so well-rounded and so many, parts of, of your just musical acumen kind of come out in this record, and you didn't get to tour on it. So obviously we can't make any promises. We don't know, but coming up in the future here, 2020, 2021, kind of maybe do we get like a tour here with, touring on Beautiful Things and kind of adding in some of the new wrinkles? I mean, what do you talk about with your band and your management about trying to get this on the road?
Well, I haven't, I'm not giving up on that record. It didn't get a fair swing. So like I said, I bought it out of them, and I'm going to be re-releasing it on, Cleopatra Records along with the rest of my catalog and stuff, they say the early bird gets the worm, the second mouse gets the cheese. I'll be the second mouse on going out and touring and playing and stuff. I'll wait and see how that all goes for other people, and if it makes sense, and there's absolutely, I'm gonna have to go out and support it, So I'll be out there as soon as it's safe,
Yeah, absolutely. It's I know you're in Illinois. I'm in Missouri. We're both in the Midwest here. I mean, it's all kind of the same thing. And it's funny. We got some shows. We got Quiet Riot coming in just a couple weeks here in Missouri on an outside venue. We got like Eric Martin from from Mr. Big. So there's some shows starting to happen. And I think a lot of artists are just kind of being careful with what's going on, because you don't want to commit to a full-fledged tour and deal with the business side and cancellations and crap like that, man. That's where the music side really sucks.
Well, I'm not planning on, unless there was a really good reason of like doing a quote unquote like tour, like get in a van or something like that and go and, play all day, every night a week for shit money from Monday through Thursday, for practically no money, and be out there. And it's not good for me. It's not good for my sobriety, my health or anything. So, bigger shows and ones that are well prepared and, just what makes sense, I'll be doing. And that's basically, like Chip, my former partner in band, I call it Diet Enough's Enough. Yeah, they're fair. Yeah, and he that's what he likes to do. He likes to just be out there. He doesn't care that he's making no money. He doesn't care who he's playing with or anything. He just likes to be out there, and so that's cool and more power to him, And but I don't like to be out there for no reason. I've done this for 30 years, and touring and playing live and stuff like that. For me, I suffer from really bad anxiety and other issues and stuff, and like I said, health issues and things like that. I'm old, I really. I put a lot of miles on this body, and so I got to be selective with that stuff. I'm only going to do things that make sense. You know what I mean? Something that's realistic and it makes sense, and there's a reason to go do it, a reason to play a show, a couple of shows here and there, and then do a couple more and stuff, and not oversaturate and play, Joe's Burgers and Fries, on a Tuesday night in Tulsa. I'm not doing any of that stuff, and we'll see what happens with Diet Enough's Enough if I do a couple of shows with Chip here and there, and whatever makes sense and whatever is in the cards as what presents itself as we roll along. It's I'm not really too concerned too much about. I'm not scared of the pandemic. I'm waiting until are the people going to be there? Are the people scared? Is it going to make sense to go play?
Do you feel like that from a health standpoint, whether it be physical or mental, that you're where you are now when you're recording music and you're in control and you know, can work with artists that you want to work with, and you record great albums like Beautiful Things, and you're recording new singles and doing videos, do you feel like that puts you in a better headspace than you've been in previous years? Because I know it's been ups and downs, man. That's the music business. But do you feel like you're in the best headspace that you've been in a while?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I just pounded it and pounded, like I said, put a lot of miles on this body. And after, you know, the few years that we had where it was, you know, pretty successful, it just started that slow wind down where we were really struggling and scratching and clawing to keep it going, you know, and kept making records and things. And just because that's just really my purpose, you know, I couldn't think of doing anything else, and you gotta survive. And, but, you know, I just got to a point where my spirit had just left my body. I wasn't worth anything anymore. And I said, it's time to stop. Now it's time to rebuild and you know, tear it all down to the foundation, rebuild myself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. And I did. And then once I finished that, you know, that lengthy program and stuff, the songs started coming back again. That Beautiful Things record started, you know, the songs ideas came back, and I went right to work with that. And I don't know what I've almost steered off the question. You know, a little bit of anxiety today.
Well, you got so much going on, and which is a good thing. That's the good news, is you got things happening, and it's on the positive side. And we can't wait to see the video for Party Time and the single, man. It's so exciting. You talked about kind of doing the back catalog deal with Chip, and did you? I believe I heard you'd worked on a song or two with them, with Enough's Enough Light as well.
Yeah, when you know, we had a lot of issues to, you know, legal, business, ethical, moral issues, a lot of things that needed to be ironed out, and really we're getting, you know, too far out of hand. And so you know, it wasn't the relationship was not in a very good place. And then when we did the catalog thing and stuff, we started talking a little bit more. And, you know, and like I said, I love loving him, I hate hating him. And and we, you know, started discussing, and I was kind of pitching it at him, like questioning his, you know, his agenda. What is your agenda here? You know, you're calling it Enough's Enough, you know, and releasing new records after that great body of work, you know, something that's not Enough's Enough. Obviously, it's just you and a bunch of guys that aren't on any records or anything, you know what I mean? And you know, like I said, the fans, you know, what do you think they want to hear? What do you think that they want to hear and see? You know, and I said, so I offered it out there, put it out there. I said, you know, I'm willing to throw a song on there, you know, if you want to. And he was receptive to that, and you know, for the fans, I did it for the fans and for the reputation and integrity of the band. And I had a song that was a little heavier than a lot of the stuff that I've been doing lately in the direction. And so I sent it over to him. He liked it a lot, and he played. You know, I sent him the tracks. I want her to play bass on it, and we'll get it mixed up and stuff and throw it on the record. So yeah, it was called what is it? Strangers in My Head.
I can't wait for that. I think it's great to, you know, you grow up in life and you go through so much with bandmates and brothers and things like that. And to come out the other side, not everybody gets to do that. So it's all positive from here, man. I got to thank you so much for coming on with me, Donnie. And I can't wait to see what you have coming up. I cannot wait to see the video, man. Best of luck with it. Hopefully everything goes off without a hitch this weekend for you, man. And we can't wait to promote the single for you when it comes out. We'll be in touch for sure. Thanks again, brother. You're the best. And, you know, stay safe and stay healthy, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thanks for thinking of me. I appreciate it. And we'll talk again soon.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.